Welcome back to a new video of my RC trawler. This is what the current situation looks like. Electronics fully finished and the Pilothouse as well. Also already fiberglassed the hull of the ship. Pretty much already dried up. I did this during noon, so yeah, perfect. The epoxy work on the deck of the boat is gonna be completing that tomorrow, and then it's ready for some more sanding. Later on, the paint, which that's gonna be pretty cool as well. So let's get on with the actual electronics. Maybe I got a 12-volt battery in here. I can switch on the lights. These are interior lights. They go all the way to the front, which makes work on the boat pretty easy. Everything inside of here has been epoxied as well. So the reason I did that is if there's any water coming in, which it definitely will, then it's not going to affect the wood. So now the inside and the outside is epoxied up onto here approximately. So these is just left purely naturally. Okay, I got my light distribution panel for the forward courtesy lights, much like on the Pilothouse right here, but we're going to talk about the lights on the boat anyways later. So let's continue with the build. This is what the electronics look like. Let's start with the battery. Got a battery right here, 12 volt, 40 amp hour AGM battery. And the reason I could easily put in 4 of those batteries in the boat, make it a really good range, but there's no point really in this. I don't want to range max the boat. Just want to drive around casually, have some fun. So first off, we got my circuit breaker panel right here. So these are the circuit breakers for all the pumps, lights, engines, everything. As you see here, it's also labeled, which is pretty neat. I got my bow thruster controller right here. So this will control whether the bow thruster is moving in the left or right direction. This switch is actually a polar reversal switch. So this means that I do not have to have an actual controller for the bow thruster engine. The bow thruster is located actually right here in the forward part of the hull. Looks quite dirty and not really good in here, but it's just fine. If you see this one right there in the front, this is actually to drain the water from the forward deck out here. So yeah, that's obviously epoxied over at the moment, but I'm gonna make it whole once it all dried up, tomorrow probably. And this is of course the bow thruster. It's already, everything is installed, everything is ready to roll. And yeah, even the whole electronics engine, cooling water pumps, the whole pump system, everything is pretty much done. So let's continue. Circuit breaker panel, then I got my electrical distribution panel, is what I call it. And this panel is really here for first of these displays. Got 12.3 volts. I got temperature inside, I got temperature outside. And this is the water temperature actually, 20.3 degrees. This is actually the water temperature. I got a water temperature sensor just for fun right here. This is my water temperature sensor, all right. So this is my water temperature sensor right there. This, of course, this is where the prop goes, and this is where the rudder goes. This is the, while we are down here, this is the exhaust. There will be cooling water coming out, and this is the bilge water. And on the other side, I got 2 outlets again, so to have it visible from whatever angle we're here. The reason why I have a slide exhaust is I think it looks cool, but also the main reason is that I could not have fitted an exhaust back here due to the design of the hull. Okay, let's continue. Talk more bow thruster. actually designed a battery myself. This is a 7.4 volt battery with 2200 milliamps. This is exclusively for the bow thruster. Goes in here, connects with the cable. And the reason why I have a second battery for the bow thruster is that the bow thruster runs on 7.4 volts and not on 12 volts like this. If it will be too weak and not moving the boat at all, I will be probably switching to a 12 volt system. But this is what the official voltage of the motor is with the bow thruster. Okay, let's continue with the electrical distribution panel. I got my relays here, and these are connected by this bus. We'll move down here. Got some more buses that I don't really know at the moment what they do. This is quite exciting. This is the cooling water pump controller for the engine and the engine control unit cooling water pump. So the engine control unit, I know the installation of everything is not perfect. In retrospective, I would have planned it out on a sheet of paper in advance, and then I definitely would have spread it out to electronics much more than it is right now, because there's nothing in front here and there's a lot of stuff right in the back. Nevertheless, it's easily reachable, so that's probably why I did it. There's a cooling water pickup right there. Picks up cooling water, cold water, runs it through this one. This is a T, just to have an outlet on this side, and the rest of the water will run through the engine. It's a 12 volt cooling pump, so it does do quite a good job of keeping the engine cool. It will then run through the engine control unit, and at the engine control unit I will install this temp sensor. This is a temperature sensor for the engine cooling water pump controller. This is this one right here, and this is actually powered by a switch, currently 21 degrees, and once it gets over 40 degrees, it will automatically switch on this pump right here. This is a cooling pump, and then once it's down at 35 again, it will switch off the cooling pump. So it's completely autonomous, completely without any, it's a very automatic system here. And also I got my Bose pump here. Okay, why the fuck does my Bose pump connect to the horn? I gotta figure that out. That's pretty weird. Okay, nevertheless, this is the controller for the Bose pump. I do not know why it connects to the... Weird. Gotta figure that out. Well, so yeah, that's really it. On here are the connections to the Pilothouse. It's pretty neat. And right here, down below, this is the rudder and the rudder servo and the whole rudder story. Connects it with this panel, but I already prepped it for tomorrow's work with epoxy. I do not know why this switch will connect the horn. This is pretty weird. Might have to figure that out. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice. So let's actually, oh, I forgot one thing. I got an anchor winch set up here as well. As you see, this anchor winch is a real winch, and it is 3D printed everything PLA, and it will have a real anchor on here, and the anchor will sit here up in the front. So let's pop on this bad boy, see how it looks. On the boat right here. And there we go. Okay, there we go. This is the boat connected to the electronics. As I said, everything is working already, so that's pretty cool. And so let's go through the controls. I have the anchor winch, obviously, somewhere. I don't know where actually, but I got so many buttons going on. There, the anchor winch. Okay, these are the lights. So switch on first light. This is the courtesy lights, as you see. And these courtesy lights are lighting up the whole surroundings of the boat. There will be some more courtesy lights up in the front, lighting up the deck. This is done once it's finished with a coat of paint. And these are the lights right here. Next up are the position lights. It's the big switch are the position lights. This looks like this, and during the night it looks like this, which is I think pretty cool. When we turn on the radar, with the radar it looks pretty damn dope, I think. So yeah, pretty cool. Turn the light back on. This is everything together. So also I have this mast right here that will go in front, and it will be connected to the courtesy lights, and obviously the nav light right there. So switching off. Okay, and the radar actually is a servo, so that's why it's a bit weird. It's a servo built into this housing that I designed on Onshape. Printed out with my Bamboo Lab 3D printer, like everything else on this boat. Now let's continue. Got my name on here, right way. This is because I'm a pilot, so right, first flight, and also right way, in kind of the right direction. All right, so this is continue. Got my logo here, F59. It's a 59-foot boat, about 20 meters, and F is my name, Flow. So my kind of company, like let's say Flow 59 conversion boat. Yeah, so got my horns here. Again, the horn is connected to the receiver, obviously, via a relay. Got my sim rats here, big screens. I got my ice box for beers. Everything designed by myself. Got some nice cushions that are actually pretty soft. Some nice induction, wireless charging with a phone. This is the way down to the cabin. Obviously it does not open up, but this will be the way down to the cabin. It's a nice, easy and cheap way to not have to design stairs somewhere. These are the stairs up to the deck. Again, some nice seating on here. And I got my plates for dinner ready on here. These are actually freshly printed. I got my canisters here for, you guessed it, there will be a kind of dinghy to the boat. This is a 4 meter boat with a outboard engine that I'm currently designing at the moment. So this will be the outboard engine. We'll sit on here with the crane, of course, also fully functioning, and this goes up and down obviously, and it will carry this one down to the water. So this side I have a whatever that is called, you know probably what it is. So yeah, pretty cool. Got my life buoys on here everywhere, and this of course the hull needs some finishing to do, but this looks pretty dope to me. And also you do have a stand-up pedal board already prepared that will go on here, just to not be so empty in front. Otherwise I don't want to put too much in the front, because there will be water and spray coming over the bow very frequently and will go out and pound it in some hard waves. So yeah, this will be the dinghy, 4 meter rigid inflatable boat. Yeah, this is the whole boat. So yeah, hope you like the tour, and stay tuned for the first ride. It's going to be the first maiden voyage, going to be up on this channel probably in about a month or so, and I'm very excited for that. Also, the colors I'm going to paint the boat in is white, and also this beige color, which is I think pretty neat. So you try to get focus here. This beige color is going to be painted, inspired by the Nordhavens, the best boats in the world. It's going to be the upper hull, and then some blacks with some black stripes down here. So pretty exciting stuff. So I'm very excited to do that, to paint it. And yeah, other than that, I hope to see you soon, and stay tuned.